The front brakes on the W204 have a floating or sliding caliper, yellow arrow. This means the caliper is attached to the mount by sliding bolts, red arrows, and has only one piston on one side of the caliper, green arrow. As pressure is applied to the pads by the caliper piston, the caliper slides or floats along the slide bolts to transfer the clamping force to both the piston pad and the pad on the other side. To replace the caliper, begin by removing the brake pad wear sensor from the holder, red arrow, and pulling it straight out, and then remove it from the pad, yellow arrow. You should be able to pull it from the pad by hand, but if it is stuck, use a set of small needle nose pliers and remove it using care if you are planning on reusing the sensor. Remove the wear sensor housing from the caliper by unscrewing the single E10 torque bolt. You will be transferring this bolt and the housing to the new caliper. If your calipers have the vanity plate, simply pull it straight out from the two holes it sits in. Next, use a large flathead screwdriver and a set of pliers to remove the pad retention spring, red arrow. Grasp the spring with the pliers to save it from flying out. The spring is under a fair amount of tension, so you do not want it flying off the caliper. And as always, you should be wearing eye protection. With a good hold on the spring, use the screwdriver to pry the spring off, walking it outwards until it is free from the caliper. Use a 13mm socket and remove the two slide bolts, red arrows. Make sure the new caliper comes with new hardware. If the new caliper doesn't come with new fasteners, make sure to order them when ordering the caliper. The slide bolts are single-use only and are micro-encapsulated from the factory. Always replace the braking hardware when replacing the caliper. Since you are going to be introducing air into the system when installing the new caliper, you are going to have to bleed the system. There is no reason for pushing old fluid back in through the lines to remove the caliper. Remove the cover for the bleed nipple, red arrow, and use an 11mm flared nut wrench, yellow arrow, to open the line while you compress the piston. Attach a drain hose to a catch bottle, red arrow, and then open the bleed nipple with the flared nut wrench, yellow arrow. You can now compress the piston back into the caliper using a large flathead screwdriver. Place it in between the caliper and the rotor. Push the caliper outwards, red arrow, which will force the piston back in. You can now remove the caliper from the mount. Be prepared to hang the caliper or place it on something at the height that will not put any stress on the brake hose or line. Never let the caliper hang from the brake line. Next, remove the pads. If you are installing new pads, you can skip these steps. The pad on the piston side will come with metal clips that hold it in position in the caliper and piston. Pull the old pad out. The pads will be marked F for front and R and L for right and left. But if you are only changing one caliper, they can only fit one way. The outside pad will come with an anti-squeal pad on the back. This is just sticky material that helps hold the pad in place and prevents squeals. If you are reusing the old pads, you may want to install a new anti-squeal backing, so make sure you have ordered it. You are going to disconnect the brake hose or line from the caliper. Fluid is going to escape from the line and the caliper, and it is very slippery. Be prepared to remove the old caliper and install a new one quickly to limit the amount of brake fluid that will spill out. You are going to have to bleed the system, but you don't want enough brake fluid draining out of the reservoir as to introduce air into the ABS system, or you will need to have the vehicle put into the ABS bleed mode with someone who has the proper tool. When removing the brake line from the caliper, make sure to use the proper tool, which on this vehicle is a 14mm flared nut wrench, red arrow. This wrench will grasp the hose fitting on 6 sides and save you from damaging it. Installation of the new caliper is the reverse of removal. Now you must completely bleed your brake system before you drive the vehicle. Do not attempt to drive the car until you have completely bled the system. Please see the link at the end of this video for information and additional assistance. Thanks for watching. Click here to view the original article along with hundreds of other DIY content for your car.